Hello out there in YouTube land. This is going to be a one of the 3 for Thursdays. I'm going to drop 2 on, and then hopefully Mark will drop 1 on. If not, it'll be a 2 for Thursday. If you guys haven't ever visited Mark Galici, go up and visit him. He's got a heck of a sawmill. It's an Edmondson. That thing just saws. I mean, to tell you what, he goes through wood faster than fast. Anyhow, and then you got the off-bear, the Eddie, okay, which is probably the only one that could give him a run for his money is Ruth McCoy. I think Mary Ruth McCoy. She could probably give him a run for his money, but I don't think anybody else can. Anyhow, this is just a quick update. This is what I saw those oaks out in the last couple movies. I think I'm gonna saw this off because I cannot get this L here, or knee, or whatever you want to call it, comes out, well, it goes all the way back there, so it has to come out that far. So I think I might cut those off or something so I can get in there. That's one thing. This wood really, like I said, wasn't that pretty, but for a table, all these beds, everything, I'm taking all this apart to find out what the problem is, and I'm getting closer to finding the problem. We'll walk around back, or maybe I'll climb over if I can do that without crashing. Yeah, I think I can get there. I've gotten the 2 shafts apart. These are 2-inch shafts, and that's the coupler setup that was on there. The shaft split here, and then this was just to kind of keep the keys more in place. Now, one thing that I noticed is the one key, it won't fall out, and I've pushed it through with that. This one here also had, no, this thing goes this way. Anyhow, I had problems with that, and it's still not coming out of there. So there's something wrong with that key. Is one situation. Another situation that I might have to address is, see the wear here. You might have to have these perches where these wears are, where this wear is, to make the thing work. But I got the back part. Now watch, you can move that without too much problem. That's just one hand and grabbing it around. But this other side here, you ain't moving it with 2 hands. I just tried. So everything's disconnected on that aspect too. So I think that there might be something in the what do you call it, set works that's binding me up. I have the bull noses. The bull noses are out of the set works, and we did this. This is bronze. I don't know if you can see that. We redid all that, and that might just have a little bit too tightness. Now, as far as working this thing, there's your recede side. Here's your feed side. So, but see, it's turning without the bull noses in there, so it's not turning the shaft. So the actual set works is not really doing too bad. So and it's turning there. So I got to do some more research on that. So that's that. Another person had asked me. So that's kind of the update on the mill. I got the shaft apart. I'm going to start trying to take that apart. They're calling for rain the next couple days. I think today is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday and Friday they're calling for rain. We'll step over here. Somebody was asking me, how do you determine what size saw blade you put on your saw? If I can get through here, I got a rake down in here. Hard for an old man getting around. All right, what determines the size saw? Well, if you look at your manual, it'll probably tell you different size saw blades you can put on there, and you can put on just about any size that they call for. But I think the book says a double lot frick can swing a 56. And it can't swing a 56 very easily. This is a 56 here, and I'm good for 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. I could probably swing a 62 inch. I would say, from the looks of where the wear is down there, that somebody was probably swinging a 54 on this one. But when you get it up there, you want so your saw guides are just below the gullet. And I'll tell you, probably the biggest thing contributing factor to what size saw blade you get is what you can afford. A new blade like that now is probably about $3,000 to give you somewhat of an idea. And so that's how you determine it. You know, you have these little holes so you can take this out and move it in and out wherever you want it. You know, you could go down at 56, then you figure I can go in to 54, 52. You know, probably get down to about a 48 is probably about the smallest you want to have on there. I'm running a 52 on the back right now. I'm not having any problems with this. Seems to be working good. Here's a wood update on the, remember all that mystery wood? It's kind of looking like it might be black poplar of some sort. That's kind of what I'm thinking at. I was watching Back 40 Firewood the other day, and he was splitting. In fact, it was just yesterday I think, and he was splitting some wood, and it actually looked about like this wood here. And this is the same wood. Some of the problem is there's no bark on it, but here's a little bit of that bark, and it kind of looked like that. See that almost looks like that poplar he was sawing. And it's odorous. Now he said somebody said it smelled like almonds. I don't know. It's not a fragrance I want to put on as an aftershave. Now this I would. This is cherry wood here. Look at the ants climbing on that. They're just having a heck of a good time, aren't they? They're just all over this stuff, chewing up cherry. Anyhow, that's the update on the mystery monster log wood. It's sitting there. It's all stickered, ready to go out of the rain. Here's the here's what I did with those 2x8s that I cut. And I'm thinking about changing that flange. This is a 2.5 inch pipe flange, so I'm thinking about machining this out and putting that coupler on there, and then re-drilling this and making a flange. And that aspect, I got to cut this one off with a torch and see what I can get into. That's 2.5 inch. A 2.5 inch valve there. I used to save old valves, but I got to cut it off with a torch. Now we're going to zoom back to the sawmill so you can kind of see the update on that. I would knock you out or zoom you fast forward, but don't know how to do that, so you're always on real time here. Real shaky time, but real time. We'll go fast as this old man can go. Not too muddy. We got a little rain last night, but they're calling for severe thunder showers tonight and tomorrow. So I don't know. I got a log on the mill that I want to saw. Here we go. Everything's kind of put away, waiting for the rain. Been on this trip before. There's another limb that's still down. I haven't cleaned up all the limbs from all the last couple storms. I haven't even brought the generator back. They're calling for another high winds this afternoon and thunder showers. Might just leave the generator up next to the house. Guy called me today. He's got some pine logs that he wants to, I guess, give me. I don't think he wants them sawed. He just wants a way to get rid of them and not have to pay the people to grind them up. Here we are back here at the mill. Man, you can finally hear cicadas in the background a little bit. Kind of sounds like a UFO landing. You know, when you always saw the UFO landing on the movies, old-time movies? That's what it sounds like. Now, here's interesting. I scabbed all this together real quick because you don't want to saw without outfeed rollers on there. So I just put this on there real quick and trying to come up with something. This is, I found a ash log, had a couple of them, and I think I can get what I want out of it, but I'll have to go over that with you when I start cutting them this afternoon, because that's a real peculiar cut. Sometimes you can just throw one on there and zaw through it, but that was kind of a banana board, so I'll have to kind of explain where I'm going there. And it was interesting when I got into this. See all those things? Somebody hit it with a shotgun years and years ago is what I'm guessing, because it's got marks in it everywhere. And I ran a metal detector over it, and those little things pick up on the metal detector. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought I'd show you that. When I saw the log open, that's what it looked like. It looked just like that with the spots on it all over it. So I think somewhere along the line somebody was squirrel hunting or something. I don't know how to explain what it is. That's the other ash log. I'm hoping this was a dead ash. Next door neighbor cut it up, and this particular log I hope to get between this one and that other one, I hope to get enough to finish this area up here. So anyhow, that's where we're at. This is going to be the second one for Thursday. Hopefully for triple treat Thursday. That one over there and this one here will saw. I'm hoping to put that on Friday or some of it. It's going to take a little while to explain that one because that one's got some unique cutting going on with that. When you're trying to get something you particularly want out of a log, it takes a lot longer and a lot more thinking. If you just saw boards off, you can zap through a log pretty quick. So over and out for now. We'll see you guys later. Bye.